Good evening and welcome to the daily video blog. This is Joe Ralston, keeper of the eternal flame. In news recently, I've seen a lot of photos of the Prime Minister and family, lots of very much in the public, very much in the press kind of things going on, like the public swearing in and the public announcement of the ministers and their swearing in, I guess, and just about any time the Prime Minister is out doing anything with his family, there's someone there getting pictures.
Trick-or-treating.
And making, well, it's very different, isn't it?
Yes, he actually smiles with a human-like face, as opposed to what we've been accustomed to. Yeah, I'm very impressed so far. He hasn't...
Well, how can you not? It's like we're in honeymoon mode, right?
Yes,
How can we not be impressed?
However, 15 men and 15 women cabinet, totally 50-50 impresses me.
That's pretty cool. Yes, and that kind of stuff is making me kind of go, oh, well, what else might he do that is, progressive or something,
In the Baha'i faith, we're told that world peace will only happen when women have more than 50% representation in all areas of world life, world affairs, and there's a big step in that direction.
I don't think any other government around the world has that kind of a representation, I don't think. But I could be wrong. Maybe I'll see more about that on the news.
I was really impressed when I saw a little clip on TV where a policeman was giving him a framed picture of when his dad was at 24 Sussex, and the policeman who guards him was saluting him. But Trudeau had Justin tucked under his arm because he just picked him up, so he couldn't salute him back. He was sort of stuck in limbo. So the son of the policeman who was saluting the dad was giving the son of Trudeau this framed photograph, and then Justin kind of got weepy, and he said, I've been all across Canada, I'm hearing all kinds of great stories about my dad and my mom, and I've resisted crying until today. And he's crying, and he goes to hug the policeman, and the policeman salutes him. So then he's in this awkward, and then he hugs him.
Uh-huh. Anyway, so all kinds of, it feels very different to me just watching photos and stuff and hearing announcements. It feels very, very different to me than it has for more than a decade. Like, I can't remember all the different who's its and what's its. Like, this is definitely different than Chrétien, of course, but if you go back 20 years even, this is really like very breath of fresh air compared to everything that's happened in maybe 25 or, 30 years maybe? Like, it's Anyway, can't wait to see what happens next, and I will have to put a Post-it note up for myself to remind me to send our current Prime Minister a letter saying, can you please fix that law that made me a kind of a not quite certainly a Canadian?
Yeah, he said he was going to fix that, right?
Yeah, so I'll send him a letter saying, hey, just wanted to ask, thought the, half men, half women in the ministries thing is cool, but, what would be really cool is to get rid of that law that makes me a kind of a, not sure you're a Canadian, depends on the whim of the government thing, That's all I got to say.
I support that.